422s. We got kids with. I was so dehydrated. My nutrients was all going to the baby. My hair was dry and brittle. And ooh, look how juicy. Long time no see. Let me see if I can move this down a little bit. Okay, perfect. Y'all gonna hear my daughter, my monitor's on. I put her down for her nap about over an hour ago and she has not fallen asleep yet. But today we are filming our pregnancy announcement video. I'm officially 14 weeks today. The last time I talked to y'all, I think I was like 5 weeks. The first trimester took me out. I was struggling for real, y'all. But I'm gonna uncrustify, and I got a book. I got a box from Statusphere full of some Neutrogena products. So we're gonna use those today while I get myself cute and update you guys on the pregnancy. First, I'm gonna start with the lip balm because my lips are so crispy, crusty. I could not drink water during my first trimester. It was just so disgusting to me. Perfect. I do need to exfoliate my lips. I'll exfoliate them a little later. But this is the Hydro Boost Lip Balm in Sheer Berry. So I've been a little dehydrated to say the very least. I was really struggling this first trimester. I started feeling sick maybe week 5, like a little sick-ish. And then week 6 through 13. It was awful. I was nauseous all day. Queasy all day. All right, let me wash my face really fast. I did not throw up this time around. When I was pregnant with Brielle, yeah, I did. Just a few times. But the nausea wasn't as bad as it was this time around. Like, it would come in waves. But this time, it was all day. I felt like a shell of myself. It's so hard. I feel like we don't talk about that enough. Like how hard the first trimester is. But also, once you get out of the first trimester, you forget how hard it is. And you're like, I want another. But this one was really hard, especially taking care of a toddler. I mostly just took care of her. I didn't really take care of myself. So now I've got to like get back on my routines. All my routines were out the window, like routine non-existent. So now I got to get back on my skincare routine because my skin texture has gotten worse. My forehead is like my problem area and it's gotten so much worse. And let me rinse this off. But yeah, my skin texture has gotten so just rough. Let me exfoliate my lips. I always use these little disposable wipes when I do my skincare because they're also really good at exfoliating your lips. And if you're a dry skin girly or a dehydrated girly, but I'm gonna do it off camera because I'm not trying to be embarrassed. My skin is so dry. It's peeling a little bit. I know I need to exfoliate. Anyway, okay. Lips exfoliated. Let's get some balm. Let's get some balm again. But anyway, yeah, girl. I was struggling. But it was bittersweet because I did have a pregnancy loss in 2024. August 2024, I was supposed to be 9 weeks, went in for my checkup. They couldn't find a heartbeat. But the doctors at that time were trying to tell me, oh, you just measured wrong. You just measured your time wrong. I'm like, girl, don't gaslight me and tell me that everything is fine, that I measured wrong when I got a positive pregnancy test before my missed period. And if I was only 6 weeks, that means that I wouldn't have even been pregnant at the time that I got the positive test. So that was like annoying. I'm going to do this face mask. This is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Hydrating Hydrogel Mask. Hydro. Look how juicy. Look how juicy. No, that is Hydra. But yeah, so they were trying to gaslight me and they were like, oh, you're fine. Everything's fine. I was like, it's not fine. There's no way I'm 6 weeks. I should be 9 weeks today. And then they just sent me home. And then, of course, a couple days later, boom shakalaka, it happened. And I was like, I told you. I knew this was going to happen. I'm glad I didn't listen to you and get my hopes back up. So that was when we were in Atlanta. And needless to say, God did not want me dealing with those doctors. Ooh, this is a hydro jelly. My goodness. But yeah, God did not want me dealing with that as like imagine if they didn't even believe me when I'm talking about my dates for pregnancy, how they would have not taken me seriously in delivery. So it was very, very, very devastating at the time. But all that to say, I held it. I held the mask. All that to say, even though this first trimester was so difficult and it was hard and I was nauseous all the time, I was also grateful at the same time for those symptoms. Like, I was ready for them to be over. Like, I'm so glad now to be in my second, like, literally today is the first day of my second trimester, and I had my first little sip of caffeine today. Like, I'm like, oh, thank you, Lord. But, yeah, it was bittersweet to have those symptoms because at least I knew that everything was going well and going right. Am I supposed to put this on my eyes? I'm not going to. Oh, so soothing. I have not done a face mask in months. It feels so good. And another thing, God is so good. Let me just tell y'all, because of the holidays, my first appointment, I know I look crazy. Y'all we'll just ignore that. But my first appointment for this pregnancy was at 9 weeks. My first ultrasound and everything. And that was the same time that I went in and they couldn't find a heartbeat last time. So the way God works, the morning of my ultrasound, I felt little movement, little flutters. 9 weeks. 9 weeks. I Googled, I was like, is it possible to feel at 9 weeks? What? And I texted my husband, I was like, I know this sounds crazy, but I think I felt the baby. And he was like, trust your body. Like, if you felt the baby, you felt the baby. This is not your first time being pregnant. You know what you felt. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I went into the ultrasound and the appointment with less anxiety than I would have if I didn't feel those little flutters. And then even a couple of days later, I felt it again. And I told my husband, I was like, feel. And he felt it. And my doctor was like, oh, it's like you're so skinny, like you have such a small frame that there's not much like fat layers in between. So you will feel the baby movement earlier. So I was like, oh. So that was another thing. God is so good. He said, no anxiety. We're going to let this be a happy, positive time. I'm like, thank you, God. Thank you, God. How long do I leave this on for? 15 to 30 minutes. Well, let's do my hair. But I'm so excited. This year is such a great year. We're moving soon. We're got this new baby. Like, it's just so much happening, so many blessings, and I'm just so grateful. And, I was feeling like a little down on myself when I was really sick, like in the trenches of the first trimester, and I wasn't posting and stuff because I got really consistent with posting, especially not on YouTube, but on TikTok and Instagram. I was just so consistent. I was doing Vlogmas, and then I tapped out. I just couldn't do it anymore. I was just felt so sick, so drained. And I just wanted to also, wanted to make sure that I was making the best decision for the health of my pregnancy. And if I didn't want to push it. I was like, it's not worth it to push it. I keep inhaling it. Let me move this up. Let me move this one up. But yeah, and so I just didn't want to push it. I was like, it's not worth it. Like, I need to make sure that my baby is healthy first off. And that I'm taking care of my body because this is my baby's house right now. I could take care of my body anyway because, your body's your temple. But, when it's just me living in here, it's just me. But when there's somebody else in there too, I got to think about them and what they need. Look, I gotta get back to you to sharing products and stuff right now. I'm using the Rizzo's Curls Refresh and Detangle Sprays. It's a really good detangler. I let my hair get matted during my pregnancy. I've already detangled it because we were like going house hunting and stuff, and so I needed to look decent out and about. So I detangled my hair about a couple weeks ago, but it was like matted. It was so dry. Like I was so dehydrated, and my nutrients was all going to the baby. My hair was dry and brittle, and it just kept just not enough. It was awful. It was awful. But that spray helps so much. I have to do a whole re-up on products. Like, I am coming out of the trenches for real. I'm out of hair gel. I'm out of, I'm almost out of my little, am I out of my face sheets? Was that my last one? No, I got one in there. I'm almost out of my, wipes. I'm out of my, this. There's just a little bit left. This is my, We Dad Moisture Lock Daily Conditioner and Primer. It's We Dad Whipped Curls. I always just call it We Dad Whipped Curls. Get this from Ulta. I think you can also get it on Amazon as well. I've gotten it on Amazon before, I'm pretty sure. But this is one of my favorite all-time products. A lot of the time, I'm out of breath. A lot of times I will use this by itself. It is that good of a product. This has been a constant in my hair routine for years. I love it so much. So yeah, put that through my hair. It's very hydrating. I love it. I love it. And I think today I'm gonna use a little mousse just to get, because I don't have any gel to like lock in the curl. So let's do a little mousse. This is the Not Your Mother's Curl Talk mousse. And this one is also really hydrating as well. I like it a lot. I don't know how I'm going to do my hair for the video. I have an idea of what I'm going to wear. Because it's the same shirt I wore when I announced I was pregnant with Brielle. So I think I'm going to wear that, but I got to find it. I think it's in my office / beauty room. I've been trying to decide if I want to, when we move, if I want to have a beauty room again. Or if we need to just make it a guest room. I was like thinking about it, and I was like, we could just make it a guest room, and I can like put everything in our bedroom, so then when I'm getting ready, it's like I can just get ready all in one place. But then I was like, but sometimes I like having like my own little like oasis, especially I'm gonna be a mom of 2. I'm gonna definitely need a spot that's mine, even though my kids will definitely be in there. Briella's in my beauty room all the time with me. She loves sitting at the computer, and she calls it the TV. And she like gets to watch her like little YouTube videos while I'm sitting and doing my hair or whatever, getting dressed. Like I love that. It's like the girl cave, even though the whole house is basically a girl cave because we're basically taking over the house. But yeah, so that's the thing I was thinking about. But what do you guys think? And another reason why I was like leaning towards doing it is because I don't want my bedroom, like my husband and mine, I don't want our bedroom to be inundated with all of my like beauty stuff. Like I still want him to feel like he has a bedroom. And if I have all my beauty stuff in there and like my packages and all that, like I already know he's gonna get overwhelmed. He's like, oh no, it's gonna be fun. I'm like, no, I know you. You know me. So, but he was like, whatever you want to just do, if you want to keep a beauty room, like do the beauty room. He was like, whatever you decide, it's like, perfect, whatever you want. But I was just thinking about it because I was like, do I want to take a whole room? But also too, when I have a beauty room, it also makes me more motivated to like make content and stuff, because it's like I have a designated space to do it. Like, and I want to do, I'm saying this now, but I want to do more beauty focused content, I think. Not just beauty focused, like obviously I'm going to be sharing our pregnancy journey, I'll be sharing our house hunting journey, sharing life as a mom, vlogs, and sitting here chit-chat and stuff like this. But like, I love beauty. It really helps me feel good about myself, like doing things like this, like doing a face mask and all that. And getting cutesy. I definitely want to make sure that this time I don't lose myself too much in the first, you know, the newborn phase. Like, of course, priorities are priorities. Like, I'm gonna make sure my baby is good first and foremost, but I don't want to lose all of my pink. You know what I mean? It's so nice to have a place. I didn't have a beauty room in our house when I first had Brielle. We had an extra room we were gonna turn into the beauty room, and we just did not have the energy or the wherewithal to make it happen. My husband had to go to work after she was 2 weeks old, so he didn't really have a maternity leave at all. Paternity leave. We moved across, like we stayed at my parents' house when I had her, and then we were going to Georgia to our house. We already had our house out there, like rented. We were renting. We had our house out there, and yeah, 2 weeks after she was born, we drove from my parents' house in Texas to Georgia, 12-hour drive, but it took us a little longer because we had a baby and a dog, so we had to stop every few hours just to make sure everything was good, do feedings, everything. And then, like 2 days after we got there, my husband started work. So, because it was his new job, he was deployed when I was pregnant with Brielle. I found out 4 days after he left for his deployment, his 8-month deployment. I found out I was pregnant 4 days after he left, he was able to get let go. Like, he was able to come home a month early, which was 2 weeks before our due date. So as soon as he came home, we had a baby shower, we did maternity pictures, and then we gave birth. And then after that, 2 weeks after that, we moved, and he was starting his new job, and he's still with the same company. He transferred out here to Texas because it was just a lot being out there, kind of like not alone. Like, I have like some family and I have friends out there, but it's just like different than having your mom. And I don't know, just really like, I wanted to be back in Texas. So here we are. So this time he should get maternity leave. He gets it from his job, paternity leave or parental leave, whatever they call it. But he also is now a commander in his new unit out here. So I have to make sure that they also do parental leave for that, because for the Army. So fingers crossed, y'all. Hair is boom. Hair is done. So yeah, we'll see about that. Let me wash my hands really fast. This is the fast version of doing my hair. I just do it in 2 sections and call it a day. Ooh, look, she is hydrated. That was good. I like that mask. I would definitely do that mask again. That was nice. I feel good. My skin absorbed all the product, y'all. I'm so dry. They said rub the remaining product in. Girl, my skin drank it. Okay, so this is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Ultra Hydrating Serum. My skin is feeling so good. Oh, I needed that. Like, I don't feel, you know, when you feel like your skin is just tight and dry, and it feels like hydrated. Like, you know, in the desert when it's like cracked and you put water on it, it's just like, that's what I feel like right now. I feel like a desert that just got some hydration. I feel like an oasis. Whew. Okay, now I'm going to use the Hydro Boost Water Gel Hyaluronic Acid. This says it's for normal to oily skin. I have dry skin, so I think I'm going to add a little bit of moisturizer on after this just to seal it all in. But look at that consistency. Oh, I see. I think a dry skin person can use this too, because it still feels good. But I see why they say for normal to oily skin, because it's like the consistency isn't overbearing. Like, you know, I like a nice thick slather, and this is like a gentle slather, which is like good. I feel like it's good for like an everyday use. You know what? I want to use, this is what I would use after I shave my face. I probably shouldn't. It's hyaluronic acid. Can you use hyaluronic acid after you shave your face? But it's like very like soothing and calming. Like it feels really like, I'm gonna do my peach slices, snail rescue ultimate eye gel. Just do a little bit of that. Yeah, and then I'm going to, well, first I'm gonna go check on my daughter because she's still up and she should be asleep. But then we're gonna set up the filming area. But I'm gonna do a little makeup too. I haven't worn makeup since December. I think the last time I put on makeup was either Brielle's recital or going to the Polar Express. It's crazy. Lastly, I'm going to seal everything in with a good moisturizer. This is my La Roche-Posay Double Repair Face Moisturizer. I love this stuff. Love it, love it, love it. Now that we've entered this not final, but we're out of the first trimester crunches, I want to start doing more daily vlogs. And I'm trying to figure out what I want to put up here. Maybe some, I feel like maybe I should do a weekly vlog here. I'm just going to try and experiment with different types of content and see what's going on. I'm going to, of course, do our house journey, our house hunting journey, and then pregnancy updates and things of that sort. But what kind of pregnancy videos do you guys like to see if anybody's watching this? I'm like, put this out. If anybody's watching this, what kind of pregnancy videos do you like to see? I mean, I can talk about my cravings. I can talk about what I eat in a day. I can talk about I don't know. Oh, well, let me say, let me go off the rest of my first trimester. Let's talk a little more first trimester before I end this. But I had some crazy symptoms first trimester. Nosebleeds, not just like blood, but like every time I blew my nose in the morning. Every time I blew my nose in the morning, nosebleed. It's just a little like, what is that? Doctor said that was normal. Of course, food aversions. I couldn't drink water. It just tasted awful. It was awful. I could only drink juice. The nausea was crazy. Exhaustion, so exhausted. Insomnia. I wake up sometimes and then I'm up for like 2 hours, just in the middle of the night. Emotional. Oh my goodness. I cried because I didn't know what I wanted to eat. And then I felt bad because all that sounded good was steak. And I was like, oh, I don't want to ask this. I feel like I'm asking for too much. My husband went in and whipped me up a steak with some rosemary, some garlic. Bless that man. Bless that man. That's why it's important who you choose, who you have kids with. Or is he going to go and whip you up a steak at 11 a.m. with rosemary and thyme and garlic and sauteed onions? Oh, dizziness. Like just having random bouts of just like being like dizzy. That happened a few times in the first trimester. Sweatier armpits. My deodorant that I got right before I got pregnant started smelling bad to me and I couldn't use it anymore. Not smelling bad on me, but just the scent smelled bad to me. Couldn't use it. So I started using my husband's, which smelled great to me because it smelled like him. Didn't work that well for me though. Did not work that well for me. Hair growth. Hair growth everywhere. Bye-bye laser hair removal. I was getting laser hair treatments and obviously I had to stop because I got pregnant. I can't wait to start again. My hair is back. It's back with a vengeance. I was getting my armpits and I was getting on my neck. All of it. Back with a vengeance. That's about it that I can think of right now. If I think of anything else, I'll do it later. But anyway, I'm going to finish getting ready. We're going to film our video tonight. My husband's on his way back from where he's going to pick up our grocery order and then come back here. We're going to film our video. It's going to be so much fun. It's going to be cute. We got this cute cake and everything. I'm trying to decide if I should just like film some of that, but I need to charge my camera. You'll see the video. You'll see the video. I'll link it because I'm posting that video first, obviously the pregnancy announcement, and then we're gonna post all the vlogs. And it basically it's like getting my life back together because I was in the phase of getting my life together. I got this like thick, good, like type A planner. I was ready to dig in and get my schedule together, and this baby said, so we're gonna try to get back on that. We'll see, little by little. I gotta clean. There's so many things I have to clean up because I don't have the energy. So like the playroom is a disaster. My bathroom with all my products, disaster. Laundry has been getting done. Folded, disaster. So we're getting life together. We're getting things back together in order as much as I can while taking care of my daughter, taking care of our new baby, and my dog, of course. You know, she's the firstborn. And yeah. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this little chit chat and little hangout. First trimester recap vlog. I'm so happy to be feeling better. I'm so happy to be posting on YouTube. Make sure to hit the thumbs up button. It helps your girl out. And subscribe if you haven't already. This is my brand new channel. Not brand new. I've had this channel for like a while, but this is like where my new main hub of posting, because I did have another channel, Ariana Janae. A lot of people may know me now, but I just want to start over. You know, now I'm putting my kids out there and stuff, so I just wanted to kind of start over and do something like start fresh. So yeah, that's it. Make sure you subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.